There was no option for regular life. Suicide doors or suicide. Suicide doors or suicide. Suicide doors or suicide. There was no option for regular life. Suicide doors or suicide. Suicide doors or suicide. Suicide doors or suicide. Reaper said you can't escape the reaper. Yeah, either way me hurt. Rather do it in a beamer. Do it in a beamer. Do it in a I turn my phone to a hotline. I turn my rack into 10. I turn that rack to 100. Bitch, and I did it again. I'm getting high in the hot rise off what I made in the basement. Life went from good to amazing. 7 a.m. and I'm already faded. And what I'm supposed to be, they just try taking my soul from me. Feel like a ghost cause he curls a bit, circle it over me. She hit the backwoods. Now the lip gloss on the blunt. Think she forgot how my dick tastes. Weight at my tip on the tip of a tongue. There was no option for regular life. Suicide doors or suicide. Suicide doors or suicide. Suicide doors or suicide. There was no option for regular life. Suicide doors or suicide. Suicide doors or suicide. Suicide doors or suicide. Reaper says you can't escape the reaper. Yeah, either way me hurt. Rather do it in a beamer. Do it in a beamer. Do it in a There was no option for regular life. Suicide doors or suicide. Suicide doors or suicide. Suicide doors or suicide. There was no option for regular life. Suicide doors or suicide. Suicide doors or suicide.
Suicide door.
Reaper said you can't escape